Okay, guys, welcome to the first of September, 2022. Just going to go through a quick breakdown of the current trades we're in. See where we're heading, and what we can capitalize on at the moment. So just here on the hourly charts on Bitcoin. So we did get an entry on Bitcoin in our mitigation of this local high here. We do need to watch this trade closely. It looks like we're going to be trading in this range for a little bit, but we do have the imbalance and our 2-hour whale block, our big push when the Fed news came out, our big push up, swept liquidity before this drop off that the whales need to come and mitigate out of. So we do have this zone that we can potentially short from when it comes up to it. We did have our consumer confidence data come out, which we had a trade on, which we caught that short for. What were we? I think we closed it out at that trail 2.92%. So the consumer confidence news came out, which was bullish for the USD. So that took risk assets for a little bit of a meltdown, which we capitalized on. Now we've come back up into the zone, and we've wicked into our first entry. We missed our second entry. Let's jump down onto 15-minute here. We missed our second entry by a very minimal amount. I was looking to just purge the liquidity above this and go into this little higher zone here, but that's all right. We got our first entry, and we've currently hit TP2, and we're holding on to the trade at the moment. So we have this. As we can go down, let's just have a look where we can take this. We do have these double bottoms that are sitting here that need to be purged. So that is a TP3 for us, and we will trail our targets after that. But we are creating this imbalance. We filled that imbalance. What do we have further down? We don't really have much more imbalance down below us, so it'll really just be sweeps on this sell side liquidity, and then hopefully take these double bottoms out. If not, get a reaction from this last point of interest here. See how we play around here. So that's where we're sitting currently on BTC. We're holding this trade. We've moved stop loss to break even, so it's risk free and just holding. Jump on to. I just want to quickly announce as well. We've got unemployment rate data coming out. That is September the 2nd. Where are we? Let's have a look at our charts. That's on Friday for us here in Sydney, but at the moment, it's forecast to be 3.5, which is holding steady with what it is. But if this does come out higher, it's a negative for the USD. So if this comes out higher than 3.5%, Bitcoin, it's a negative for USD, in which we should see Bitcoin push a little bit. But if it comes out similar, market will stay stable. If anything, USD will move up a little bit more, and Bitcoin will then maybe come down, and we could trade in this range for that period until it comes to that, and then we could dip down, but we'll see what happens with that. Okay, jump over to H-bar here. This was actually a really good trade that we got into. Just quickly run through it. We had this 2-hour whale block here. Had this buy side liquidity and this imbalance, which came through, took out the buy side liquidity, filled imbalance to a T, and mitigated into our whale block. We did jump down onto the 5-minute charts here. So what we're monitoring here, when we've mitigated the whale block and we're coming back down, we're monitoring for a lower time frame break of structure. So we came back down. We're playing around, we're still making a higher high, and then we get this break of structure here, lower time frame, which induces these double bottoms. Once we had that break of structure, I did have an entry target set for 6510, and then I had another target set for 6545, which was an imbalance fill and a mitigation of this little 5-minute whale block here. So we got obviously the market entry here. Came back down, broke structure once again, came back up, built the liquidity here. So retail stop losses would have been sitting through here. Mark this up. So we had a sweep of that liquidity up into our whale block before market came back down. And essentially we're sitting at, we've just hit TP2, which is great. Just filled that imbalance. This is the reason we front run these TPs. Set your TPs at the center of imbalance, because the majority of the time we either take the full imbalance or we come and fill the whole take the full imbalance or fill 50% of it. It looks like the market's coming for a reversal now, so it's a perfect snap up of the TP2 there. What I'll be looking for this trade to actually do is run up back into this whale block here, and then continue lower to sweep this low here. So yeah, currently obviously move stop loss to break even on that. Back to entry, we will trail our stop loss on this. And yeah, that's H bar for now. TRX is pretty much exactly the same, similar situation to H bar. I will zone out so you can have a look. Exactly the same situation. We had equal highs here that need to be purged, trendline liquidity. This imbalance that came up got filled. We do still have, like I've been saying, we do still have imbalance above with our whale blocks above as well. So it is important to monitor that. And as you can see, the market can turn on a dime. Turns here, elevator down, elevator up. But what we are seeing in these bear markets is a lot of the times it takes the stairs up and then elevator down. Stairs up or across, if you like, elevator down. So we can see this is a massive manipulation of the market. We get the full sweep on liquidity there. Objectives complete. We run back down. We jumped in on this 10-minute whale block. Let's have a look at it so we can get an example of how we're trading here. So we know this purge liquidity. The objective was complete. We had this hold here, which we held. We broke the structure here, which was a sign that the market wants to come lower. We then had this last 10-minute whale block. So this is the last buy before the big sell that's unmitigated. And then we just need to slowly trickle up to it. Perfect wick entry. Induce this trendline liquidity. Induce the liquidity here. Bang, swept it and fell down. So we've just hit TP1 on that, which is exactly the same thing I was talking about. Take profits, center of imbalance. And we have come down and we've pretty much filled majority of that imbalance, but the market is looking very weak at the moment. But this is a strong zone for retail support, so they could be buying off that. But at the same time, we do have the imbalance down here that needs to get filled. Remember this on 10-minute time frame, so it's a very low time frame, but same thing. Stop loss is at break even. We're going to trail this, and we're in a good position on TRX. But entries are the most critical thing. If you can get these entries right, and then you have your targets set, it's a good trade. So that's currently where we're sitting on TRX. Chiliz. This one gave me a little bit of strife. Let's jump out to the 1 hour. Chile seems to do everything opposite to what the market's doing, which is right. You can actually see it here. It's popped up 9.7%. So I was currently watching Chiliz. We're in this downtrend. Obviously, we have come to this higher time frame whale block, which we didn't actually mitigate. I wanted to come further into that. So when you do look at Chiliz, I had this retail trend line coming through here, which is generated from the tops of this. We did have the breakout, which I wasn't quite expecting just with the market conditions the way they are. But we have had this retail breakout, which could be a manipulation. This could be a manipulation where the market does come back down, back under, and then back down to meet our targets. But we can also come off here and then move into this, move further up into a whale block up here, before coming back down. But I have moved take profit 1 on Chiliz to 0.21355, just in case we do get that move, that retail move. So Chiliz TP1 has been moved in the Telegram. But if we do see this reversal from here, we will stick with these take profits as well. We have the imbalance. Let's jump down 15-minute. Reset the charts here. We do have. So we did get our 3 entry wick. And the reason we do 3 entries is if you do this first entry and you set your stop loss above these highs, it's always going to wick it out. There's no point in doing it. So in regards to these entries, I had an entry on the retail trend. I then had an entry above these equal highs for a wick entry. And then I also had an entry on the mitigation of this 2-hour whale block, which is just here. So first entry was a market order. We've got our wick entry for the liquidation, and then we've actually gone and mitigated this 2-hour whale block. So all in all, it's I can see this as a manipulation of retail stops. So let's just monitor this, but I will take some off the table here at 21360. We do have the imbalance to be filled down here, so yeah, we'll just monitor this trade for the moment and see how we go. Another quick thing I want to bring your attention to is just in regards to watching the market. Let's bring this onto the 4-hour. I am watching BTC dominance. Looks like we could get a little rally for BTC dominance up into this resistance up here, which in turn will take our Ethereum BTC chart down as well. So that's something to keep your eye on at the moment, because if this does continue to trade in this range, it's we could see alts have a little bit of a meltdown for a day or two. What do we got on totals? Totals is respecting this retail trend line as well. We have swept liquidity under here, but we aren't looking very strong. So if we stay below this this retail trend, I can see us moving back down into these lows down here, which isn't good for the market in general. But we're in positions of short, so we're making money while the market's going down as well, which is great. Okay, guys, that's where we're at currently on the charts. I'll keep updating in the Telegram. I'll jump over to the Telegram quickly. This is our Telegram. If you want to jump on, we have a free channel, which we put some trades out onto, but majority of our analysis goes out onto the free channel and our YouTube videos, how we trade. And then we do have the VIP signals and analysis, which we put our trades out on, and you guys can join that if you like, and you get all our trades in real time, so you can jump on, put the trades on, and follow our analysis down. Okay, guys, beautiful. Catch you in the next one.